Good morning. We have looked this past week at the crucifixion of Jesus, and of course, we celebrated the resurrection of Jesus on Easter Sunday, and I hope you had a wonderful time doing that. This week, what I want to focus for a little while on these daily thoughts is on an incident in the life of Jesus that gets comparatively very little attention, and that is the ascension of Jesus. What is the whole point of the ascension of Jesus? And there's several important theological and important practical points that are very, very worth our consideration when we think about the ascension of Jesus. There are two primary texts about the ascension. Both are written by Luke, and we're going to look at one of them this morning, Luke chapter 24, verse 50 through 53. And he led them out as far as Bethany, and lifting up his hands, he blessed them. While he blessed them, he parted from them and was carried up into heaven. And they worshipped him and returned to Jerusalem with great joy and were continually in the temple blessing God. You can see in this text that the term blessing just abounds. And one of the first things that we glean and points that we glean from the ascension is that there is this sort of culmination in the earthly life of Jesus in his first advent as he ascends. And there is this reflection in the disciples that they leave, and they leave not sad. They don't leave mourning at the departure of Christ. Instead, they leave with, the Greek actually says, mega joy. Mega joy. They leave filled with joy at what they have witnessed, at what they've been a part of, at how they've been called and caught up into the life of ministry with Christ. You're going to see that pour out in the Acts text that talks about ascension. But for right now, I just want you to keep in mind that the right emotion for us to have in the right disposition that fuels all ministry is joy. The right response to resurrection is a sustained joy. And so the disciples carry that forward, and the ascension of Jesus only furthers their joy. His removal back, so to speak, to that location, that identity, that dimension with the Father is a time of great joy for them. He blesses them, and they in turn begin to bless God out of that. So sustained joy is an earmark of the beginnings of the life of ministry, and we see that in Luke's gospel. Have a great, great, joyful day.